Good morning, Libras. Thanks for hopping on board. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in your part of the world. Well, somebody's wondering if they're going to run into you again. If your paths are ever going to cross again. They've told some people that you want them, but you really don't. You don't really want this person. Not the way they think you do, anyhow. Yeah, you were hurt and disappointed to the point of maybe even fighting depression. Just, okay, well, what went on? What happened? Yeah. Ooh, wow. Emotional breakdown. Yeah. Okay, something caused you to have an emotional breakdown. You've been hurt, you've been disappointed, you've been fighting depression. Ooh, Libra. Of course, this reading isn't for everyone. Just take what fits and leave the rest for somebody else. So far, it looks like you're not feeling up to par. Quite the opposite. Okay, whoever you're dealing with has got somebody in their ear, somebody right there uh, who doesn't care for you. And they may have some reason to want to take revenge on you. Yeah, it's bad energy between you and this third party. You may not even know who I'm talking about, but somebody doesn't like the idea that you're involved or were involved with this person in your energy. Well, this person, we'll call him the third party. I don't know if it's a male or a female. Could be a friend. Could be someone who has a love interest in them and doesn't want them to be with you. But this person is seeking easy money. If your person has got something, has got money, property, whatever, this karmic may be after that, and you may be spoiling up this karmic's plans just by being around, because it looks like this third party has an interest in this person that's in your energy, and they don't want to see you come together with this person. And your person's angry with you now because you're all closed off to them. So something has come to light here. You've discovered something. Universe doesn't want you to despair. You need to heal, get out of this emotional breakdown type of energy here. Actually, you carry warm energy. You're a very warm person, and others around you could feel that. You radiate a warmth, an accepting type of energy that people are kind of drawn to. But somebody's a little angry with you because it looks like you took a hike on them. Yeah, a lot of you might feel like you're surrounded by negative energy. Your family, people you work with, whatever it is, but and it looks like you've got, the person you're dealing with here, and all of it is just kind of come together, just come to a head, and you're just, wow, you just need some peace in your life and get away from whatever negative energy you feel you're being succumbed by. Okay, there's a mystery new person, and they fantasize about you. Could be a mystery. Somebody's fantasizing about you. I think it's a mystery to you. If it's this person in your energy, you don't know. If it's a new person, you don't know that either. But somebody out there's fantasizing about you. I don't think you know who it is. Not for sure anyway. You might have ideas. This person in your energy, you do have some things in common with them. I think you were emotionally invested in this person, and that's part of your heartache now. But you did have common things between you. On the creative side, too, as well. Maybe past history, but you're also both creative and have that in common. Now, don't let yourself be held down by this. I can tell you're not feeling well about it. You need to heal. You need to bring your energy back together so you can become yourself again. Cards are saying go out and have some fun. Even get involved with somebody else if you want to. If the vibe is right, there's no reason to stick around for this connection. That's what the cards are saying. Like I say, it looks like you've had just about enough of negative energy, negative vibes. You're trying to be humble about the whole thing. I think you don't really want to have any animosity or bad vibes between you and this person. Maybe even just be on the friendship list with them. I just don't think you want any trouble. And you're trying to be humble. You're trying to be nice about the whole thing, looks like. Whatever came down here. Yeah, you're dealing with somebody who doesn't really have a grasp on who they are or what their purpose is, their mission in life or whatever. They're having an identity crisis, so they're trying to figure themselves out. And you probably got tired of that. If that was causing you to wait, or it was just too much for you, or it was affecting your energy so you couldn't work, or you couldn't create, or whatever you needed to do. You can't sit around and wait for somebody to heal, especially if they've had issues for a long time and they're still not healed. People don't heal overnight. Yeah. I think, in short order, you will almost forget this past person. Or, well, let me look. Let me see here. I think you're suffering over a person that you met before this person. And I think you've almost forgot that person. As how painful or stressful or whatever it was with the person you went through before this one, you're going to kind of laugh back on it and just wonder why you even got involved in that situation in the first place. You're going to feel a little strange about it, but because you've almost forgot that past person. Other things have happened. This one's come along now, and there could have been others between the one that really hurt you, dating, whatever. But this is the one you're with now, or were with until you had this situation. I think this person that you're dealing with now is used to playing the victim. They always act like it's everyone else's fault. That the reason that they act the way they are, or who they have become, or whatever, And they may not complain a lot about outwardly, but upon occasion, I do believe you've heard them play the victim. They don't just go around whining and complaining. In fact, they could come off as secure and confident. They don't want to complain. I think in part of their searching for their identity, who they are, what their mission is, they're discovering things about themselves, possibly that they have been playing the victim for a long time. And I think they're deciding that they don't want to do that. They've had a look at themselves, realize that's what they've been doing. And when you know it always takes two to tango. Whenever you have someone blaming everybody else about something in their past or talking about their exes in a very negative way, you got to realize that you could turn that around. The ex could probably say the same stuff about them. You know, you got to have both sides. Just because they're all acting like a victim, telling you their sob story and everything, it could just be a bunch of bull or terribly exaggerated, which is exaggeration is usually the case. No one's ever, if you've had a bad breakup with someone in the past, no one's ever going to say anything positive about that person. Not really. Not if you didn't get along. So don't get stuck in any mental trap, too. There's a lot of people out there that can really work on your brain. Suck you in and work you over. You know. Get you caught in a mental trap. Play mind games with you. I think you're a little bit smarter than to get involved in that anymore. But you know what? It still happens. No matter how wise or how good you think you are at looking for the red flags, you can still get tricked. You can still get tricked. You let your guard down. You let your emotions out. You really like somebody. And you can still trick yourself, basically. Paint yourself an illusion and believe that's what's going on when that's not really going on at all. Yeah, 2 cards now. If this person's angry with you, I think they thought you guys had something going together and you broke it off with them. Or you did something to cause them to not return. And now they're jealous when they think you're with somebody else. So this person did have feelings for you, whether they expressed them or not. And now that you're not together, they're seriously jealous. They think you're with somebody else, whether you are or not, right? And you probably don't care. You're probably like, wow, let them be jealous. Good for them, because of what they did to you, So far, it looks like here, I'm looking at a story that, it's like I said, 2 to tango here. I don't see you as the innocent party completely. Not yet, anyway. Okay. This person that you're in your energy now, I think, is a little bit more reserved than the one that hurt you. The one that really destroyed you before this one. Yeah, this person's a little bit more calm, reserved. They don't make really hasty decisions. They're not impetuous. In fact, this person could actually be too slow for you. And that's what I'm thinking here. You didn't want to wait. This person had problems, issues, and you didn't want to wait for them. Or you got offended by them. They might have said some things that frustrated you, and you just didn't want to deal with it anymore. And you've kind of felt alone ever since this split up. You're still carrying their energy. Yeah, yeah. You're still trying to heal from this. I think they could have crushed your ego too, in some manner. I think you wanted more out of this and you weren't getting it, and it was hurting your ego because you couldn't get what you wanted. You couldn't make it happen. And you're like, whoa, are you kidding me? I'm better than this. Yeah, it was working on your self-worth. Put you in an emotional breakdown state. Feeling alone. While this person is now beginning to come out of the dark and more into the light. They're waking up. They're waking up. They're seeing the light. They're getting inspired. Coming out of the dark. Yeah, they've been dealing with these issues, trying to figure themselves out, where they're going in life, what their purpose is. Wondering how you and them would fit together in a future down the road, if it would be consistent, if you would leave them. You know, they're going through all that stuff. Wondering if they should really open up to you, tell you how they really feel. Yeah. This person just wants to party with you, actually. They just want to get out with you alone. I don't think it's to jump your bones, but I think it's because they just want to get to know you. You don't show your wild side that often, Libra, but sometimes when you do, you sometimes scare yourself. Yeah, you do have a wild side to you, but you're usually laid back and pretty conservative. Yeah, this person that you're with, they might have some money issues too, you know, that they don't want to talk about. They don't want anybody to know. They're dealing with them on their own. So they might not be as well off as they appear. And that might, you know, if this person's used to having everything in order, this could be really throwing them out of whack if they're having money issues. It appears they're a little extended. Wow, okay. This person thinks there's a reason that they met you, and that it very well could be divinely inspired. So they're going there now in their mind. Is this meant to be? I believe this was meant to be. It was prophesied for me to meet Libra, and I better not treat Libra like this. They're having second thoughts, and they feel like the universe is actually pushing them in your direction. They're feeling that's the way to go, and and that you may be a blessing. They also feel foolish. They feel like you made a fool out of them in some way. They feel like maybe you set them up in a position of, you know, they're opening up to you and you're starting to connect, and then you just disappeared. Now they feel foolish. It's like this person, you had to pry the emotions out of this person with a crowbar. And once you crack that safe door open a little bit, they let a little bit of emotion out, and that goes against their grain. They usually don't do that, and then you left them out of frustration. And that's why they're angry with you. They feel like that maybe you played mind games with them for some reason. And they're jealous now because they think you're with somebody else. So they're angry. They don't know what's going on. This was a sudden thing. Well, they're not completely oblivious to what's going on here. They know they have issues, and they're feeling responsible and angry at the same time. But they're also, like I said, this is what they're thinking. It takes two to tango, and it usually does. So they're not letting you off the hook that easy. They're not going to just be the victim in this. They want to share the victimization with you. Okay. Yep. Yep. They're debating. They have this heavy feeling that you're the one and that you're destined to be together and they met you for a reason, that kind of stuff. But you made a fool out of them, made them feel foolish, and so now they're just kicking back. They're not doing anything. They're ignoring you, and they could be looking at their other options. You want this person? You want them to come back? You have your reasons, I know. Whatever your decision is, you have your reasons. Yeah. You're not giving an inch. You're not working on this relationship anymore. Because you feel like this person made a fool out of you. Yeah. You might have been riding pretty high when you met this person and doing just fine, all healed up pretty much from your last heartbreak, and you feel like you made fools out of each other or you hurt each other. You feel like now that, there was a time you felt victorious in this relationship at the beginning. You thought, this is going to go someplace. This person's been standoffish all along. They didn't want to be made a fool of. And they're angry now because they think you did somehow. And you're thinking the same thing. In fact, you're a little bit embarrassed of how much emotion you did show, how much work you did put into this relationship. Yeah. You're a little bit embarrassed by it. And you know you're not coming out a winner, or you feel like you're not. In actuality, you have everything you need already. Yeah. You're pretty comfortable. And no matter what happens here with this person, you're going to still get your wish fulfillment. Whatever it is that you're doing, this relationship or situationship or whatever it is, that might have drained some energy from you. You might have got thrown off from your work. Whatever you create, whatever you do, might have thrown you off. Universe is saying, stick with it. Stick with your work. Keep motivated, because it's going to lead to your dreams coming true, or whatever your wish is, whatever you're hoping for here. So hang in there. A lot of you are in a pretty cozy comfort zone right now anyway. I think you're really holding your ground with this person that's in your energy. Possibly because you've learned a lot of lessons from past hurts and heartaches, and now you're more able to read the red flags. And I don't think you wait. You're just more observant. You're not as patient. Let me tell you that. You're not as patient with people when it comes to to romance and that, because like I say, you've waited before. You've worked, on relationships before, put a lot into it, and you're wiser than that now. You test the waters, you feel it out, you see what's going on here, and if it isn't any good, you move on. That's how you're getting to be, Libra. Your person is really, yeah, they might be looking at some money right now, but they're trying to figure out which direction they're going to go, what choice they're going to make here. It's an important decision for them. This person is used to handling money and knowing how to invest. They're actually pretty generous with people that they care about, and I'm reading it as if they do come towards you, and it looks like they're going to. It looks like the divine is not going to let up until they do come towards you. It's probably for a lesson for them, whatever. But yeah, they're looking to see if they're going to be able to take care of you, if they're going to have everything it takes, if they're going to be able to please you, nurture you, stand by your side, all that stuff. They're wondering if they're going to be able to do that, because they know that's what it's going to take to have a committed relationship. And so far they're feeling foolish, and they're just hanging back, trying to ignore you. I think they're actually trying to push your energy out of theirs, but they can't. They cannot. They think about you all the time. Yeah, they still have their defenses up with you. So it looks like what they're doing is reminiscing over what they feel that they've lost. You're valuable, and they may not be able to replace you. So whatever went down between you two, it looks like it's petty and mostly just a big misunderstanding. Or one person wants one thing and the other person wants the other thing. And that's causing the division. I don't see any infidelity in these cards. There is and because I don't, I think the karmic that they're involved with here is someone of their own gender, possibly, like a friend that may have a crush on you and doesn't want them to be with you. Something like that. Yeah, their friend or so-called friend maybe putting stuff into their ear, negative stuff about you to keep you away from them because they're jealous and they like you. Whoa, you're pretty popular, Libra. Pretty popular indeed. I think there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes here that you're not aware of. Okay. Yeah, this person is definitely taking a time out. They're figuring things out, but they're still defensive. If you wanted to talk to them right now, I'm pretty sure they'd have their defenses up. They'd have a wall built. They're not ready to break it down yet. They tried to before, and just as they were starting to, come forth with their emotions, you left them. Whoa, Libra. That might not have been the best timing. Unless you were just fed up. Like I said, you have your reasons. That's for sure. Yeah, you don't see this happen anymore. There was a time that you were pretty positive that you could get together with this person and you could create an empire. You could put your money together. You could, have anything you wanted. You could even raise a family with this person and be successful. Put your kids in college and all that. If you're at that age. But right now, you might have had those thoughts and aspirations, but you don't see it now. You don't want to work on it anymore either. There's pentacles all over here. I think you have money, or you're making some money, and they have money, and you guys could have put your interests together and created something. You're not seeing it. Doesn't mean you're not going to have it. It's not going to happen. It just means that you're not seeing it, and it's not happening right now. Now, some of you might have an addiction or something too. Yeah, you might smoke or drink or whatever. There's all kinds of addictions. I'm not saying you're addicted to anything heavily or crazy like that, but you like attention. And maybe in the past you've sought attention a little more than made you feel comfortable. Like you might have thought, man, I'm just I'm just looking for attention. I'm showing off. I'm like an attention getter. And this isn't for everybody, but some of you might have felt like you need to pull back a little bit. But whatever problems you have arise with you, like if you drink too much or whatever you're doing, you realize that about yourself, Libra. You just don't block it off or go into denial or anything like that. Those scales have to be balanced. And, you're wise enough, you're spiritual enough, and all that, to be able to take a look at yourself. And I think a lot of you have been doing that lately, examining yourself, just like this person in your energy is doing. They have issues, plenty. And the Libras I'm talking to today, you could have issues that you've been examining too. You want to be as healthy as you can be. It may be a real battle, Like if you want to quit smoking cigarettes or something. Well, most people have quit smoking cigarettes these days. If you still smoke cigarettes, you may feel like a dinosaur. But it's hard to quit because you love smoking. But what I'm trying to say is you try. You recognize whatever these foibles might be about yourself and you try and fix them. You do try and fix them. You love your body, you love your health, and you don't want to see yourself going in the wrong direction. So it looks like two people who both have some issues. I don't know what your issue is, Libra. But in this reading, some Libras have some issues. Okay. Nobody's perfect. You're both working on yourself. And you have possibly more than one thing going on at the time. If this person's jealous over you, you actually may already be giving them reason to be jealous. It could be because of your career. It could be that you are going out with somebody else, or whatever it is. You're not just sitting there staring at the walls, are you, Libra? No. You got a lot on your plate. You got a lot of things that you are doing or should be doing. I think you're good at it, though. You're like a multitasker. Multitasking. Now, this person that you're interested in or you've had this squabble with, they're good looking, and they know they are. They know that they can attract people. Let's put it that way. They have an attractive energy about them. So they're not mean. They're not gruff or anything. They've got good charisma. They've got a nice, even personality that will draw people in. But they are used to getting what they want, so they can be stubborn. Oh boy. Now this person's feeling guilty, and you know why? They're feeling guilty because they were so defensive towards you. I think this person's had their walls up and been defensive towards you in some manner the whole time that you've been together, because they just didn't want to go there. They didn't want to go there. They didn't trust the situation. But they're feeling guilty now because they believe that they should have. They believe that, oh my gosh, I'm destroying my own happiness, my own destiny because of how I've treated Libra. I should be heading towards Libra. But they're mad. This Chariot card, though, is just like, I mean, it's in the upright position. It was the first card on their side, and that's the overall intention. I mean, I don't think you can stop that Chariot. They may be sputtering around. They may get a flat tire here and there, but it ain't going to stop them. So I believe that they're going to be coming around. Like I say, the universe is pushing them, or they feel that the universe is pushing them in your direction. Okay, yeah, they're really thinking about commitment. That's what they're doing in all this dead time, all this space while they're in limbo, thinking and thinking. They're thinking about if they should change their ways and start looking for a committed relationship. In this case, it looks like you. So they're changing their mindset. If it wasn't you, they could change their mindset. You know, if you didn't want them, they're still going to try and be in this mindset now of opening up and looking for a committed relationship. They're trying to heal so that they can do that. They're trying to think so that they think that they're capable, if they're going to be able to do that, if they're going to have everything it's going to take to be a spouse, or just at least in a committed relationship. They're wondering if they're going to have what it takes. Yeah, that's exactly what's going on. And they look at you as highly talented, somebody that they kind of put up on a pedestal. But like I say, there's other people in the mix. They got somebody standing there talking to them in their ear, somebody that's they're closely connected to. Like, I don't see it as a romantic partner, anybody that they're, passionately in love with or anything. It's just a so-called friend that's giving them bad advice on purpose. Really? Now the cards here are giving me the vibe all of a sudden that there's some of you out there that do want this person back, and you might have gone out for a while thinking, oh, I'm just going to get away from this person. And then you started to feel lonely, you started to realize that you did have feelings for him, and you want to investigate those feelings, because just like this person, they don't know what would happen in the future. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. They don't either. And you're both wondering, boy, did we blow it? This wasn't that big of a deal of a thing, but you insulted each other, hurt each other's feelings or something. And now you're like, oh, maybe I should try and get this person back. What did I do? And they're feeling the same way. Like you've both made a mistake at letting each other go. And you're thinking now, maybe you realize that the grass wasn't greener right away or something. And yeah, you're looking at maybe it's your fault. Maybe you got some issues. Maybe what's your fault in this, Was it your issues or your scars or trauma or something that came out and caused this to happen? You're thinking all about it too. You're in the same headspace as this person. Pretty much. The whole thing's a mystery to you right now, basically. I think this person's watching you. They're watching you to see if they can find any flaws. You may have not have blocked this person. You might have wanted to just kept the connections open in case somebody wanted to talk to you, right? Well, I think they're investigating you, they're trying to keep an eye on you, studying you. They're wondering if, if you have addictions, what your problems are, what kind of pain you're carrying with you, what you're chained to. They're studying all that. They want to make sure that you're healthy and decent and you don't lie and you don't cheat or all that. They're trying to figure you out. They want to make sure that this can be an honest relationship. You don't know each other that well yet, which is weird because you're already not in agreement on things and you haven't even known each other that long. Wow, yeah. You're thinking now that you may invest. You've planted some seeds with this person. You've planted some seeds together, no matter how meager those seeds may be or how infertile they are. You've planted some seeds together, and now you'd both like to have the pleasure of, or the knowledge of how this crop is going to grow. You planted the seeds, you just don't want to walk away right now. So you're thinking of hanging out to watch, just to stay, to see what happens. You don't want to just run off and end the thing completely because you feel like you have an investment here. You've put some time into this. Even though you don't really want to work on it anymore, you're waiting for them. You're waiting to see what transpires. In a way, I've got a feeling that you might feel the same way they do. You might have a chariot card too. I mean, didn't come up on your side, but you may feel like there's some destiny involved here, that you met this person for a purpose. And you both want to find out what that purpose may entail. Okay? Just what it is. I think you have ideas about each other. And you both might kind of fantasize about a future together. You don't see it happening. You got angry. They got angry. Everybody got a little bit angry here. Yeah, it makes it a little rough because they've got one or more people, you know, trying to tell them that you're no good, that you're just playing mind games with them, stuff like that. Oh, but you're soulmates. Whether you get together with this person or not, you don't always come together with your soulmates. There's many soulmates out there. Yeah, you have that kind of connection, and I'm getting it here in these cards. Ooh, if you don't even want this person and you've just had it with them, it doesn't look like that's the case, but it's a soul connection. You made a partnership agreement with this person in the 5D. Some kind of soul contract somewhere along the line there. And you're connected. And so if they felt like home to you or you got a really warm vibe from them as soon as you met them, yeah, I know they got the warm vibe from you because you opened up your emotions. You gave them your heart. And yeah, they believe that you're meant to be. Took them a while to figure it out. They're still figuring it out. They're not coming forward though. No, not yet. I think they're waiting for you. You're both waiting for each other. Yeah, this could be an air sign. Another air sign you're dealing with, Libra. Gemini or an Aquarius. Usually don't talk about signs much because when I get done with the reading, I've got every sign in the zodiac out here. But this card specifically says you could be dealing with another Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. Doesn't have to be. Just that could be the case for you. Yeah, they're feeling a little guilty. They believe that they made the biggest mess out of things because you opened up your heart and they didn't. So that's what they're feeling guilty for. They know they hurt you. Okay. Yeah, they know they hurt you. So they're guilty, and they're just hanging around. They could be a little shy or embarrassed to come back. Oh, this kind of sad, really. Yeah, they've got a karmic relationship going on with somebody, some false friend or something that's causing turmoil for them, making them suffer emotionally because they're telling them falsehoods. They just want to let go and just love you. Whatever they're bound up into, their own traumas, their own turmoils, their money problems, they want to let it all go. They're finding a way that they can just love you. Wow. It seems so easy. Let's just get together and have a relationship. But life isn't always that cut and dried, is it, Libra? Well, anyway, we'll look at this again some more next time. Thanks for stopping by. Till I see you later. Peace and love to you, Libras.